Okay, this one I remembered like it was 2 years ago because that's exactly when it happened. I must say, I don't do anything adventurous out there, and there are two things I could think about that I've done in my life that would, you know, talking about, be like, hey, you know, I did this, and that would be flying a plane when I went to flight school, and the second would probably be this story. So this was our last trip 2 years ago, 2019, when we went to St. Martin. I believe it was either the second or the third night there. We went to the strip club. But we didn't go. My mother took us. Me, my fiance, and my mother went to the strip club. And we actually went 2 nights, so this is our recollection of both of those nights. We walk up the stairs and there's a bouncer there. Now, I never interacted with a bouncer before, so I didn't know that there's come with an attitude now. So I was a little taken aback because he didn't say goodnight to anything. He kind of just watch you up and down, but watch me up and down. I had a bottle of water in my hand. He take the bottle of water, put it aside, didn't say anything, and then we went inside. So I was like ready to fight now, like, why are you taking a bottle of water? Thinking about it now, I guess you're not allowed to go with drinks or anything inside the club. Makes sense, I understand. I've never even been to like a regular club, much less a strip club, so I didn't really understand. I was already nervous. So we walk inside, vexed because the bouncer take my water, but I ain't taking it on. Immediately to our right, there is a bar. So you can buy drinks, whatever, a bar. And then straight ahead, there's the stage. Picture like a runway with like 2 circular stages attached.
Like a dumbbell.
Oh yes, like a dumbbell. Picture a dumbbell. On the 2 ends are 2 stripper poles. Around the stage are like sofas 2 or 3 feet away from the stage, all around it. And then on the 2 corners of the room, there are more sofas and like tables, but it's barred off with ropes. So it's like a kind of VIP section, I guess. And then there are 2 hallways, which I guess would be for private rooms where you could get private dances, or champagne rooms. Don't ask me how I know champagne rooms. I didn't learn it that night. It's because after this trip, I became a little obsessed with watching stripper vlogs on YouTube. I used to be on the on a stripper subreddit because I was fascinated about the lifestyle and everything. But we'll get into that after, okay? So we made our way to one of the sofas by the stage, sat down. My mom and her 2 friends were also there. I'm like, I don't know what to do, right? So I just sit down there and I'm like, we get drinks. I get a Coke. Devon got what did he drink that night? I think he got
I forget your name.
No, it was a beer or rum. Dev was experimenting that trip. He had mojitos, he was drinking like rum and coke, beer apparently, and I was there sipping my coke. I don't like alcohol. Anyway, there's music playing, people walking around. You could tell who the strippers were because they were dressed like a whole suit. Okay, that's a bad description. Basically, it was like a mixture between fancy swimwear and lingerie. Almost like robes around, or some of them had short dresses on, stripper heels, and a purse around where I guess they would keep their money in. And they were walking around. Some of them were sitting with other customers. Some were just walking around. Music playing. Oh, and I think there was a DJ somewhere in one corner, but I can't even remember seeing him. Right, I just paused to put on my AC because, you know, it's getting hot in here. So the DJ, he would actually get on the mic and he would announce like a girl's name. It wouldn't be her real name, obviously. It'll be her stage name, Jewel, or you know, something like that. And he would change the music. Each girl would have 2 songs for their routine. The girl will come up to the stage and she'll take like her bag and her robe and put it to the side of the stage and then get on. Some girls had fast songs, some had slower songs. During the first song would be kind of like the warm up. They would kind of dance around the pool. Everybody was different. Everybody's routine was different. Some girls danced real fast, some girls danced real slow. Some of them mostly stayed around the pool. Some of them had real bad pool tricks. Like some of them did more like floor work, so they would be on their knees and hands on the floor. I remember one girl, I wish I could do what she was doing. She went all the way up on the pole, like touching the ceiling, and she went flat. So this is the pole, and then her body was like this on the pole going around, and I was just like, the whole time I'm pretty sure I was like this. Oh, and there was another girl, she went up all the way, same as the other one, and then dropped flat down into a split on the ground. You remember that one? Yeah, you remember that? When she went down into that split, on the outside I probably was just like this, but on the inside I was like And something I realized too is that you didn't really have to be a good dancer or know a ton of pole tricks to be a stripper, because some of the girls really didn't do that much. They just danced around the pole, which I mean was fine, but I thought like all of them had to like be able to do pole tricks and, you know, do all the fancy dances and stuff like that. It wasn't like that. Then the song would change and some like would remain slow or some might get faster, but after that second song, like, things went down. That's when the juicy part happened. So first song finished, second song comes on, and then they begin to like take off their top. And my face was like, I mean, I have boobs, but... And let me tell you, everybody was well represented. There were fake boobs, real boobs, small boobs, big boobs, all the boobs that you could think about, okay? Everybody, well... During this whole thing, I'm just like there and I'm like glancing at Devin and glancing at my mom, and my mom is having the time of her life because she know, anybody knows us like knows that we're a little more reserved now. So this is kind of out of our, you know, usual happenings, our usual situations, experiences. Second song comes on, top comes off. Nothing more though, nothing more. Just the top, the bottom is still covered. They finished the song. During each set you could throw money on the stage or at them, and it sounds kind of, honestly it sounds kind of disrespectful, but that's just how it is. You'll throw money. Unfortunately, I feel like both days we went on were slow days. Not much people were throwing money and I was feeling bad, and I myself, like, I wanted to, but I was way too shy. My mom's friend got some change, gave it to us, and I was like, I can't. Thinking back now, I kind of feel bad because that kind of crappy to do, not to give them any, not to throw any money. Let me go back. So you could throw money, or you could even get up and stick money in whatever they were wearing, which I personally don't really like, you know, but I guess that was a normal thing to do. And a couple people actually did that. If the girl was near to the end of the stage, they would go up and should kind of dance towards them, and they would stick money like in their underwear or something like that. I specifically remember this one stripper because she was the best of the night in terms of the most enjoyable to look at. She had the best pole tricks. She had, I don't even know how to describe it. It changed color?
Yeah.
Smells. She had insane tricks, and I must have been staring because after her set she came to us. So after each person gets down, they would either go to, like, I guess the back rooms, their rooms, and change or put back on their clothes, or take their stuff one time and then go. And I was kind of worried because they would have like money on the stage. I was like thinking like another girl would take your money, like take your money one time, but no, it wasn't like that at all. They'd go change, come back, collect all their cash, and then go back on the floor. So that one girl, which I guess I was staring at, she comes and I'm sitting here, Devon's next to me in the middle of my mom and I. So my mom is on the other corner of the sofa. She puts her hand on the armrest, kind of leans over, and she's like, wanna dance? She either said want a dance or wanna dance, which means like if I wanted a private dance, and I'm like, no, I'm good, no thank you, Miss Stripper Lady. I felt bad, but she wasn't phased at all. And then she was like, she looked over at Dev and she was like, what about you? And what did you say?
Nah, I ain't safe enough.
You really say that? No thanks or something like that, you said. And my mom is like, she wants to dance, having the time of her life because she knows probably how uncomfortable we are, and she was like, she has you for a dance, you want to go for a dance? And yeah,
comfortable we are. Speak for yourself, but I was home.
You were home. You were home. Yeah, right. After that, what happened, boy? I can't remember. Not much happened after that. We were just sitting down, watching on, felt bad, didn't felt no money.
And then you started getting invested into strippers and you come home and start to research.
We'll get into that just now. We went back a second night. It was pretty much the same thing. Still was shy, still didn't throw no money, didn't get any private dances. Would I in the future? Probably. I don't know, for the experience. After that first day that we went, all I could think about is when we were going back to that strip club. It was fun. It was fun. It was experience. The second day that we went, that whole day from morning till the time that we went, I threw up twice that day because I had a mudslide 2 days ago. Can you get a hangover 2 days after you drink? I don't know. That day I was puking. I was literally on the bed vomiting one minute, and then the next minute I was like, I want to go to the strip club. Yeah, that's how invested I was. After that trip, I did become very invested in stripper life. Went on the Reddit, went on YouTube. Apparently a lot of strippers do vlogs, and it's quite interesting to know about the lifestyle. I was on that Reddit being a lurker. I can't remember the exact subreddit. Basically, it would be for strippers to kind of get advice from each other and tell stories, and the stories of the encounters that they had at the strip club and stuff was just real fascinated. So that was my itch for a few months. I feel like some people may be a little bit judgmental about that lifestyle. I try to live my life judgment free. I have no scene with people wanting to do whatever they want to do with their life. Would I go back to that strip club? Yes. Would I go back to multiple strip clubs again? Yes. It is so fun. I wonder why we don't have that in Trinidad. Have you ever been? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know your experience. If you haven't, would you go? I feel like maybe you would expect more from the story. Maybe there's more that goes on, you know, in the back rooms. I'm not sure. Who's to say? That's it for the story. I really thought it would be longer. Not really much happened. Maybe next time. I'll see you in my next one.